The narcissist got her medicine for 18 years, I'm talking about the baby scammer who messed up all those people. CURTIEECOOL'S exposed narcissist Patricia Robinson. When dealing with a narcissist like Patricia Robinson, reality can feel like quicksand shifting beneath your feet no matter how firmly you try to stand your ground. At the heart of this instability lies one of the narcissist's most insidious tools, rewriting the past. Whether it's changing the details of a fight, misrepresenting their accomplishments, or outright denying hurtful actions or statements, narcissists wield memory as a weapon. This manipulation isn't just frustrating, it's disorienting and deeply harmful. Understanding why narcissists rewrite history and how to protect yourself from their distortions can be crucial to preserving your sense of reality. Patricia Robinson: narcissists don't just lie, they craft an alternative narrative, a version of events that casts them in the best light possible, and if you're their victim, you in the worst possible light. This tactic often ties into gaslighting, a psychological manipulation technique where someone causes you to doubt your memory, perception, or sanity. When a narcissist rewrites the past, they aren't simply forgetting details or recalling events differently, they just keep on being a narcissist. That is why CURTIEECOOL'S keeps on exposing the scam artist Patricia Robinson out in Moreno Valley, CA. Patricia Robinson: what color Big Mama draws do you want this time? Is it red, white and blue? One simple word, you're exposed worldwide. Now you got Alexa laughing at the Wicked Witch. Patricia Robinson: narcissism often develops from extreme validation and a need to maintain a grandiose self-image. Narcissists often become detached and struggle with deep-seated dissatisfaction. Those closest to narcissists may expose their true self, causing intense reactions. Contrary to popular belief, narcissistic people are not created by trauma, at least not the typical understanding of trauma. The elements that play a role in how some individuals develop a personality disorder don't resemble the same type of struggle for survival as those who live in fear. It's also different from the type of traumatization involved in the development of other personality disorders. What's common to observe in those with narcissistic traits is the constant, extreme, and unrealistic praise for outstanding characteristics of some sort, distinguishing themselves in something, especially if that something is appreciated by those around them. It could be beauty, intelligence, or even height and hair color if those are highly valued by their community. Patricia Robinson: it's not far off to say that narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, develops from a combination of inherent narcissistic traits, favorable conditions such as being spoiled, and being used as a token or an object for the satisfaction of significant figures like parents, teachers, coaches, or community leaders. In my book Traumatization and Its Aftermath, I explain how objectification affects the psyche of individuals who are used in various ways. The brilliant person then often reflects well on these figures, helping to compensate for their own deficiencies or shortcomings, which could include professional frustration, physical disadvantages, or even poverty. That's why people who develop NPD often experience distortions in their perception of their own value, the value of others, and the worth of their own actions from an early age. They are raised by, or live among, individuals who either promote their own needs over others or disregard the needs of those who are perceived as less than or as potential competitors. This environment is at the root of the predominant sense of entitlement, fostering a belief that they are inherently deserving of special treatment. This sense of entitlement enables individuals to disconnect from their empathy and engage in behaviors such as breaking laws, exploiting others, and ignoring rules in pursuit of their perceived superiority and the position they believe they deserve. They come to see their needs as paramount, often disregarding the feelings and rights of others, which further entrenches their narcissistic behaviors and reinforces their distorted self-image. Patricia Robinson: initially, this position may be seen as essential for the success of the group as a whole, rather than solely for the individual seeking it. Commonly, people with NPD find motivation to work exceptionally hard to attain and preserve the grandiosity that was created for them and that they adopt as their identity. At some point, these traits become entrenched in their personality. The need to succeed over others contributes to making them cold and detached, as their sense of success is tied to those in their inner circle. While they may project an image of being close and having many friends, deep down they often feel extremely lonely because their friends are either seen as competition or as tools for leverage. It's common to hear them refer to themselves as imposters in the therapy office. The disconnection from their core may be one reason why symptoms of NPD worsen as the person achieves many of their goals. Their behavior becomes more extreme and hurtful because they lack satisfaction even in cases where they obtain everything they were supposed to. Patricia Robinson, after the roller coaster of emotional reactions that weaken individuals with NPD, they often seek to escape reality in various ways. They typically leverage their strengths such as making money, capitalizing on their beauty, or showcasing their physical prowess to maintain recognition. However, they may become obsessed with preserving this recognition while dreading the enormous effort required to sustain the illusion. Exhausted and fearful of being exposed, they might resort to drugs, sex, alcohol, trickery, conning, or other means to avoid confronting themselves, their limitations, and taking responsibility for their actions. Falling from grace is almost inevitable. As their decline becomes more evident, they begin to resent everyone, including those who once bought into their sense of importance. Over time, those who admired them may become disappointed. The individuals who discover their hollowness are often those closest to them, partners or even children who know them better than others and pose a threat to their fabricated image. This is why they inflict so much damage on those close to them. Patricia Robinson, when they can no longer control or manipulate those who could expose or unmask them, they feel lost and in danger. They may resort to extreme measures to eliminate these threats before risking exposure. This behavior often traps them, leading to significant financial, romantic, physical, and social consequences, typically in that order. Many individuals with NPD speak about their difficult upbringings, play the victim, and even develop victim mentality as a means of exerting control over others. This has become even more common, since trauma is now frequently used to explain and justify almost any emotional challenge. While it may be true that being used rather than being seen for who one is can be harmful and hurtful, it is not on the same scale as the suffering experienced by many others who face severe emotional threats or endure the worst from their families or societies, or who lack the advantages that contribute to the development of narcissism. While it may seem unconventional, one might argue that individuals with NPD could be seen as relatively fortunate among those with personality disorders. Unlike individuals with other personality disorders who may be driven by intense fear, narcissists are often consumed with the desire to shine and make their parents proud. They become detached not out of terror but because they are fixated on becoming the best, even if it means stepping on others to advance. This relentless pursuit of recognition, although it may appear impressive to others, often prevents them from achieving genuine peace of mind. Patricia Robinson, it's also true that individuals with NPD may claim they were terrified of disappointing others. It's undeniable that people with NPD suffer deeply and face significant hardships during their upbringing. Not being seen is a profoundly detrimental experience, and the need to conform to extreme standards to gain validation is painful. However, NPD is not a life sentence. When people with NPD acknowledge their suffering and become willing to embrace vulnerability, they can begin to heal. Emotional pain is not a weakness, it's simply part of being human. Red flag, Patricia Robinson, find a therapist today.